wanna be her. For your mom to your pop to the beat to the birds, my cut right off on the curb. Like I'm Barry Sanders, chains on and the diamonds dancing. Game on, so it's time to go. When the rain starts, I'ma let you know. Name a squad that is better though than my home team. We a pot of gold. I'm a dog. I'ma need a bone for my whole team. I'ma let it go like blah. Yeah, and it feel like yeah, all day like yeah, all night like yeah, whole squad like what? And it feel like yeah, all day like yeah, all night like what? Whole squad like yeah, and it feel like yeah, all day like yeah, all night like yeah, whole squad like yeah, and it feel like yeah, all day like yeah, all night like yeah. You don't want problems, you don't want smoke, no, you don't want problems. Yeah, you don't want problems, you don't want smoke, no, you don't want problems. Yeah, you don't want problems, you don't want smoke, no, you don't want problems. No, I said you don't want problems, you don't want smoke, no, you don't want. Yeah, I pissed so my frustration, I was waiting to shine. My father taught me don't be soft, so now I'm taking what's mine. I define myself as ambitious, young, black, and gifted. Master P, my masterpiece. That mean I don't got no limits. Bout it, I doubt it. My homies know you ain't ratted. We break you down like a pound. I got it, don't pound to surround me. I'm corrupted, flow cold and it's rugged, bumpy. What is up? I'm ready for war. You got to love it like blah. Yeah, and it feel like yeah, all day like yeah, all night like yeah, whole squad like what? And it feel like yeah, all day like yeah, all night like what? Whole squad like yeah, and it feel like yeah, all day like yeah, all night like yeah, whole squad like yeah, and it feel like yeah, all day like yeah, all night like yeah. You don't want problems, you don't want smoke, no, you don't want problems. Yeah, you don't want problems, you don't want smoke.
With a great NFC matchup between the Carolina Panthers and the Los Angeles Rams. Winner go home is the mantra, and off we go. We're underway in this NFC wildcard game. This will be taken short. And they'll be set up pretty nicely here as they have it up to the 35-yard line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. A big seam, and he might go all the way. The 20, 10, touchdown, Carolina. A great effort there. 77 yards as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. They talked about stringing together some explosive plays here in the playoffs. That was a pretty explosive play.
It certainly was. And if you're going to win on the road, it certainly helps to have big playability in your hip pocket, doesn't it?
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Let's go. Let's go.
At their own 25-yard line.
Here we go. Set. Turn. Touchdown. Go.
On 1st and 10, McNair. They set up the screen to Dorsett. He'll have a first down past the 40. That one goes for 24 yards.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially as pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams, they want to run the screen 10 to 12 times in a game.
There we go. 37's the Mike. Mike 30. Let it go.
Now McNair looking for a first down throw. Airing this one out for Fitzgerald. This is caught. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. Larry Fitzgerald, 51 yards, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Extra point up and good by Sanders, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20 to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Ready.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments. I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Here's the 2nd and 7. And this is caught. It's Jimmy Graham. His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a first down.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
They'll look to throw here on first down. And Graham's got it. Complete. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. Give him 15 there, and the Panthers have a first down. So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 41. Back to throw here. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And now the Rams have got it going the other way. And they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line.
With no running backs in the backfield to help pass protect, all the receivers in their patterns, it's going to be hot routes. If they sense a blitz or pressure on the quarterback, they've got to be prepared to break routes off early and get the football. In this case, never even had a chance. They popped the ball free in the backfield.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. They'll run it now out of the gun. 9 yards on the pickup that time, so he got more than half of it back, but it's still a 3rd and 8. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him, so when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, it makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
Now this throw caught left side. First catch of this wild card game for a 1,000-yard receiver in the regular season. He's got a first down, too. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Now back to throw. Letting one go deep for the end zone. Brandon Marshall, 28 yards. And the Panthers have taken the lead. I'll let you do the analysis, partner, but with every touchdown pass this young quarterback throws and with the success that his team has had, I just continue to be more and more impressed.
Let's both do the analysis. Impressed, aren't we both?
Yeah.
I mean, and why shouldn't we be? We've seen him improve throughout the year. We've seen him settle in now, and you can see the confidence of the team has grown. His confidence has grown. I think that everyone around this guy feels good about what they've seen. And it's also safe for him when he's driving home to turn on Sports Talk Radio. He's okay.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. They've been a come-from-behind team all year. They'll need to do it again as they trail early in this wild card game. A nice run on first down gets him 6 yards to the 31. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
At the 31-yard line.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Now with just 1 second showing on the play clock, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. One across the 45 before he's brought down. A good pickup, 17 yards, and also a Rams first down.
And while we're seeing more and more of these plays come from the college game into the NFL, and that one, it was run with great success, how about the evolution of the offensive linemen? We're seeing less and less big guys who can't move and more guys who are a lot more mobile and can get out in front of that type of a play.
No. Off. Quick dash. Go.
On first down, it's McNair. And it's incomplete. Larry Fitzgerald was the intended target. And it's 2nd down.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. They'll run. It's Dorsett. And he'll get across midfield and into Carolina territory. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
The Panthers turn to their nickel set here as they get ready for 3rd down.
Big stop, let's go. And we're going 37's the Mike. Mike 37. We got it. And we're going 37's the Mike. Mike 37. Tighten up. Pull it together. And we're going 37's the Mike. Mike 37.
Out of the gun, it's McNair. And he's got Fitzgerald. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 23.
And let's face it, that what we just saw there, not a surprise, is it? I mean, this is what he does well. And if you don't tackle him as soon as he catches the ball, this is the end result. Big yardage after it.
Got the speed, the agility, so good with run after catch. And we're only in the first quarter, so they better get a wrangle and a hold on that quickly.
Yeah, you're exactly right. And what's really difficult to try and defend him is if you want to press him so that you get him on the ground quickly after the catch, a lot of times he'll just run past you at the initial point of contact, and he'll go deep.
To throw, McNair. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. 23 yards for the touchdown. As they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He's got a man. That's Marshall. And he's finally taken down, and it's a big gain there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And some space here. Past the 20. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Carolina. A big play there with his second touchdown here in this first half. As his guys are able to regain the lead. Oh, this is blocked. So after the block PAT, they're ready to kick this one off. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Rams take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Now it's Dorsett. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. It's a gain of 11 and a 1st down LA.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of the yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another 1st down with that run.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
I got you. Check 3. Okay.
Now Dorsett. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. You don't see that a ton, do you? With a cornerback coming over to the middle of the field to make a run tackle.
That's someone with a ton of confidence to feel like nothing is pressuring him on his side of the field. Sees that the ball's moved to the middle and just sprints over there to help out. He ends up getting the tackle. Well played.
On 2nd down, McNair. He's got the 1st down and more past midfield. And finally taken down at the 44-yard line. His 2nd catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a 1st down.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it. Sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. And they hand it off to Dorsett. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. That's a gain of 13, 1st down Rams.
They're making it look easy out there. Another 1st down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 1st downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. 1st and 10. McNair completes it to Fitzgerald. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially.
Fitzgerald. 1st and goal at the 1-yard line.
They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends.
That's not good. Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
2nd and goal at the Panthers' 4-yard line.
From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal.
Line 50. Watch QB drop. Watch QB drop.
Here's McNair. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. From 4 yards out. And now they can recapture the lead if they can make the PAT. These two teams in this first half, it's been fun. Back and forth, back and forth. Well, it's not fun for the defensive coordinators, but offensive coordinators are enjoying it.
Yeah, they're having streaks here, aren't they? Being able to put scores together and really bunch them up. And we have a tight game here. You know, we often talk about having the right shoes for the right turf. Today it's track shoes. That's what we've seen with these offenses.
Yeah, it's been an absolute track meet so far and fun to watch. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And this will be caught at the 30. Touchdown, Carolina. Jimmy Graham, 77 yards. And the Panthers are going to jump back in front. They had just given up the lead, and they get it right back.
Yeah, how about that? Answered quickly. Got right back to it. And look, long drives have their place. We know that. They can wear teams down. But when you hit them with big plays like that, that can really be a shot to them. A big-time one.
Yeah, one play, but now your defense is probably saying, man, we could have used a little more rest over here. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. And the ledger for them so far looks pretty good, doesn't it?
It certainly does. Touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Not sure it can be much better than that. They've got to feel very good about the groove that they're in at this stage of the game.
Throwing on 1st down. McNair. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. So a jump there defensively.
And it's a killer. Watch the football. Don't move across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves.
So the penalty certainly helps them out as they come up on 2nd and 5. Here's a quick throw out wide to Dorsett. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a 1st down. And now with that completion, he's north of 200 yards here in the first half.
And he's going to break our statistician, Marvin, isn't he? Because Marvin right now is just tallying it up. Hope his hand doesn't hurt too much doing this or keeps hitting the calculator. But my goodness, what a start he is off to. By the end of this game, he could have monster numbers. He just wants to continue to be accurate.
On first down, McNair. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but if they make them out of bounds, that does you no good.
Ball on the 42 as they come up second and 10.
Switch it. Come on, switch it.
On the give, this is Dorsett. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43. To throw on third down, McNair. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Ryan Shazier. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. A minute 55 left to go in the first half of play. A reminder coming up at the half, as we've done all year. We'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. Coach will have the lowdown on what's going on here in this wild card weekend as we begin on the road to Super Bowl 53 in Atlanta. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down, a very solid gain on that play.
Second and 6. This will be caught by Brown. First catch of this wild card game for a 1,000-yard receiver in the regular season. He's got a first down, too.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective.
He's got it for a Panther touchdown. Jimmy Graham with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Panthers, they widen their lead. Tucker with the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. The L.A. offense ready to go for their next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up first and 10 at their own 44.
Let's put that team on the bus. And we're going 37's to Mike. Mike 37. Check that out.
From the gun, here's McNair. Flushed out right. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a second and 10.
Back to you. And we're going 32.
Throwing again. McNair. It's caught by Bryant. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second, as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half.
First and 10 at the 34-yard line.
This quarterback now 11 of 16 through the air. It's 1st and 10.
Everyone, 37's the Mike. Mike 37. I got him. Everyone, 37.
Operating from the gun. McNair. There goes a deep ball. End zone. And incomplete. He dropped it in the end zone. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
Mike 37. Let's go, defense. Our time. It's our time. Off. 37's the Mike. Mike 37.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. McNair eluding the pressure right. And his throw here's incomplete. Des Bryant, the intended receiver. And now it's 3rd down.
I think someone's going to get into QB1's ear when he gets to the sideline. Already thrown an interception. That one should have been picked. Look, let's just be honest about it. That'd be the second person in his ear because he's hearing it in the huddle right now.
Not the start to the game he wanted. Like you said, the pick on the opening drive, second drive, not much better.
37's the Mike. Mike 37. Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Everyone, 37's the Mike. Mike 37. Hey, check. Everyone, 37.
On 3rd down, McNair airing this one out for Fitzgerald. That's going to be caught. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Larry Fitzgerald with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half, as his guys are back within a single score. And his kick is no good. Misses the PAT, a mistake there, and this remains a 7-point game. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. Dances by him. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on 1st down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops, and if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. 2nd and 4. Looking for his big receiver, Marshall. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 35. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. He was trying to hit his big receiver, Brandon Marshall. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
McNair to throw. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by Jonathan Cyprien. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. So we come upon halftime here in this NFC wildcard matchup as we send you cross-country to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report. One of these two teams about to play their final half of the season as we're back at it in this NFC wildcard bout. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. That throw good for 4. It's second down.
Check. Lucky. And we're going 37's the Mike. Mike 37. Hey, let's get some in here. Let's get some penetration. And we're going 37's the Mike. Mike 37.
To throw on second down. McNair complete to Bryant. It's a gain of 11 and a first down LA.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
This quarterback now nearing the 300-yard mark with still a quarter to play. It's 1st and 10. They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. Forced out to, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Geno Atkins forced his way through, drops him for a loss of 10 yards. So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. McNair. It's complete. It's Fitzgerald. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That one, a gain of 20 and a first down. This quarterback now over 300 yards now for the game, and time to improve on that as he's got a 1st and 10. From the gun, McNair. That's caught inside the 20. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. That goes for a gain of 31. Now, we know this offense has the potential to strike quickly, and they just bit off 2 huge plays on back-to-back snaps.
So on the other side of the ball, you've got to go Band of Brothers thought process. No one left behind. No pointing fingers, no accusations, because if you don't, those quick strikes we just saw, they become long-lasting.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Operating from the gun, McNair. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off inside the 10. And a good return here as he takes it up past the 30-yard line. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
No, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw, because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Nowhere to go here. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, and that could have been trouble. And they are going to score on the fumble return. Touchdown, LA. Sanders now to add the extra point. And that will tie our game here in the 3rd quarter. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And let's just say they're going to be looking to start over on this drive. A few moments ago, they were in the exact situation, but their first play led to a fumble that was returned for 6.
Yeah, you definitely have to have a short memory to play in the NFL. You got to remember what you did wrong so you don't repeat it, but you can't dwell on it because then you will repeat it, and that's what you don't want to do.
13 yards, first down, Panthers. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Check. X3. 218, hit it.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. 14 yards, good for a Panther first down.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
6-6, bullet high.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And this is Simpson with a catch. Give him 9 on the play, and it'll be second and about a yard to go for the first.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
On second down now, it's Simpson, and the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there, pick up the first down.
Back to throw now on first down. Towards the end zone for Brown. That's Brown. Touchdown, Carolina. Antonio Brown, 38 yards, as his guys have now moved out in front. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4's kind of, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. They had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. From the gun, McNair. Throw right side is hauled in by the tight end, Gonzalez. And he's going to get this deep on the Carolina side of the field. A huge play that time for the Rams. 62 yards. Line of scrimmage moves from their own 25 all the way to the red zone now for 1st and 10.
Mike 37. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. And we're going 37 is the Mike. Mike 37. Watch the pass. Watch the ball. Here we go. Here we go.
Operating from the gun, McNair. And that is caught, but the back judge right there to say incomplete.
Quarterbacking 101. Never force the ball into double coverage, especially not this close to the goal line. The windows are so tight, you just don't want to force it in there because it could be tipped up and picked off.
52's the Mike.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Check three, check three. Check three, check three, check three. 61. Max box. Right. Orbit. 52 is the mic, boys. 52. I'm coming.
To throw again. McNair. And he finds Fitzgerald. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air, and sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. Now they'll try to convert on 3rd and 6 after the 4-yard completion. From the gun, McNair. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. Oh, very close to a turnover there in the end zone. Back of the end zone, could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. Now Jason Sanders for the field goal try. This from 25 yards out. Sanders' kick is good, and that'll bring him back within 4. That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. He's going to be stopped here with a penalty marker on the field. I'm not sure what this is about. So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
The face mask moves him all the way out past the 40 now for first down.
Left gun defense. Here we go. Check it back.
Looking to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. 1 quarter remains in this NFC wild card matchup. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Let's go. 18 Gator. 61 Matchbox White. Hey, Delta. Now.
2nd and 3. Flush to his right. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. They'll look to throw here. Well, the 2 men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively, brings up 4th down.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
Here's the Panthers punter now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin him back. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? So this helps to start a drive. After the penalty, it'll be 1st and 5.
Check 13. What?
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 16 yards is the pickup there, and a 1st down for L.A.
Well, that play looks familiar because we saw them working on it in practice this week. And for a lineman trying to block on this play, they love when they get the defense moving in one direction. And when they try and change directions, it's a lot easier to pick them up and ward them off.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. He finds Dorsett. It's complete. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back. 9. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13.
Big Sears right here. We got to step it up. Everyone, 37's the Mike. Mike 37.
Operating from the gun. McNair. Dorsett making the catch. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 16 yards is the pickup there, and a 1st down for L.A. So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 46.
Everyone, 37's the Mike. Mike 37. 66. Roll it. Half. Shit.
Now McNair. They set up the screen to Dorsett. They hold him to only 2 there on the screen. It's 2nd down.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed. But all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down.
Everyone, 37's the Mike. Mike 37. Everyone, 37's the Mike. Mike.
To throw, McNair. And Woods has it complete. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 23. And on that last play there, he's over 400 yards passing now.
You know what that generally means?
Success.
That, and it means you really didn't miss opportunities. Usually very accurate. The ball's getting to the right place. Guys are making yardage after the catch to help you out that way. I mean, the whole team has picked it up. And don't forget, that means the offensive line has had to pass protect pretty well, too.
Yeah, everyone dialed in. Now McNair. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down.
Finally, a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with them.
Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10.
We got to get to the ball. Let's keep moving.
Throwing again. McNair. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. A man who played on this very field for USC, Everson Griffin, just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. Throwing on 3rd and long. McNair. And, oh, Oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 5. And he will bring it out past the 20-yard line. Well, you just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
Way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he has to make. But here's what he needs to do. Get
nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. But he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
On second down, it's Simpson. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. So he was holding from that left tackle position.
Everyone tries to keep their hands inside when they're blocking ever since they liberalized the rules where you can extend them out. But sometimes they get out a little wide, and they get detected grabbing some cloth.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. Now here's a throw right side taken in by his tight end. And he will lose yardage here back to his own 6. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 3rd down and very long. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game, possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. They're facing a critical 3rd down now as they try to hold on to this lead. He's going to let this one go deep. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 39. And they will finally stop him, but a great return. Gets that football all the way down to the 16-yard line. 3rd and long that time. He was trying to make something happen, but a little too risky.
Well, the field tilted on him. And what I mean by that is what you said. 3rd and long. Got to push it downfield to try and pick up the 1st down. Defensive backs live for this situation, and they took advantage of the young man right there.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And now nothing but green ahead of him. 20. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about.
Great pick. Good job. That was a great pick. Good job.
They come out here in the I. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. They'll try to punch it in with Fournette. And he is not going to get through here on try number 1. They stop him at the goal line. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. On the toss, it's Dorsett. And he is not going to get in as the big bodies stop him at the 1. The Panthers going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. They'll try to run it. This is Connor. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. Now the Panthers going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. Game on the line, season on the line. They're going for it here on 4th down.
Mike 50, Mike 50. Pick it up, guys, pick it up. Hey, Mike's 50, Mike's 50. I'm going to run you over. I'm going to run you over.
On 4th down, McNair. And this would have been intercepted if he could have gotten the feet in. He didn't, so it's incomplete. Boy, that one really could have turned this thing upside down. So now let's reset here, Charles. They do have 2 timeouts left, so they can stop the clock twice. This one's not quite over yet.
No, and what you're doing on defense, you're going to use both timeouts, obviously. But you've got to call defenses are going to force the issue early, meaning you want that play over fast. You don't want to give them time to dance around in the backfield or run a wide sweep. They'll take off time. Blitz them, put pressure on them, make sure that play ends quickly so that you can go ahead and keep moving.
A gain of 3, 2nd down.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll lead here to a 3rd down. Getting into the playoffs is one thing. Now they get to move on. Just 8 teams left.
The dream stays alive. Everyone's gunning for the Super Bowl. That's the ultimate. But you have to get there in incremental steps. One win today gets them 1 step closer.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. From Los Angeles, so long, everybody.